And now, from 12 Studios, this is News 12 Now.
Today is Tuesday, March 12th. Welcome to News 12 Now. I'm Kylee Dedmon. New on News 12 Now, 3 people were shot to death in a neighborhood near Dallas Left Field. The 3 victims were found in 2 separate locations, but police say they don't believe the deadly shootings were random attacks. Dallas police were called to a location which had been abandoned besides a car. The victim had been helped to a hospital where he died. The registration of the vehicle led the officers to a house which had 2 wounded men inside. Both men died on site. The Dallas Police Department have tied these shootings to criminal activity. The suspect is still at large. Now the investigation is ongoing and we will continue to update you as we learn more. The Supreme Court has extended a temporary freeze on enforcement of the Texas state immigration law. SB4 lets state police arrest and detain people they think have entered the U.S. illegally. The administration hold gives the court additional time to review the case and does not necessarily signal which way the justices are leaning. Texas Governor Greg Abbott signed the law back in December, sparking concerns of increased racial profilings, detentions, and attempted deportations by state authorities. The Biden administration and others filed an emergency application with the Supreme Court on March 4th, asking the justices to block enforcement of the law. The Owasso, Oklahoma School Board held their first meeting on Monday since making national headlines last month. 16-year-old Nex Benedict, a non-binary high school student, died February 8th, the day after being assaulted by a group of girls in a school restroom. As Samson Timanjani reports, parents and protesters disrupted the meeting, demanding to know what the board planned to do about what they call is a bullying problem in the district.
Protesters angry at Owasso Public Schools' handling of the death of sophomore Nex Benedict disrupted its March school board meeting several times Monday night. Superintendent Dr. Margaret Coates reiterated the district's written philosophy of respect in her remarks to the board.
I'm proud that in times like this, our school community continues to come together to reflect, support one another, and ensure that every student feels a sense of safety, security, and belonging within our school walls.
But her words did not get much of the crowd's respect. Multiple people were booted for disruption.
Ultimately, the story needs to be told and somebody needs to be held accountable.
Former Owasso student Madison Hutton puts blame for Benedict's death on what she calls rampant bullying and bigotry at the high school, which she cited during public comments.
Let me be very clear. We will not allow this to continue. We will not allow Nex's memory to be tarnished by negligence and indifference. We must ask you, where does it end?
Valerie Lakey, another Owasso alum, says she understands the frustration many have, but has faith in district leaders.
I definitely feel like bullying isn't as big of an issue at Owasso High School up until this point.
Others speaking at the meeting did not see it that way.
Queer kids deserve safe and happy lives just as much as the straight ones do.
Next could have been my child because y'all didn't do your job. You didn't do your job.